What's good, people? I'm back again, and I wanted to make a short video about what do you need to successfully execute on a project. Alright, so, or not even what do you need to successfully execute on a project. What do you need to know so that you can continuously successfully execute on projects? Fundamentally, all projects are the exact same. Whether you're trying to put on a workshop or a conference or start a business, write a book, whatever it is that you're really trying to do in life, there's only three things that it requires. One, you need time. You need someone who's going to devote their time to the project. Two, you need knowledge. You need someone who's going to give their subject area expertise to whatever it is that you're trying to solve. So you need that knowledge and experience. And the third thing is capital. Just to be frank, you need money. A lot of people focus on that last one. They think that I can't do this because I don't have money, or I can't do that because I don't have money, which is foolish, because that's only one piece of your project. You can find people to invest in you and invest in your projects if you put them in a position to. I'll give you an example. Say you want to write a book. Did you give the time to write? Did you give that time? Did you invest it into the project? Did you spend the hours writing your book? Did you research and learn everything that you need to know so that you can be in a position to publish your book? A lot of times we think it's the money. I don't have the money to not go to work so I can sit at home and write all day, or I don't have the money to self-publish my book on Amazon, or I don't have the money to start up this business, or I don't have the money to buy a house. You don't have the money to buy a house. Do you know how many people do? Do you know how many people out there basically shit money? Like, your money to buy a house doesn't make a difference in their bank account. But what are you providing them? Like I said, all projects require three things: time, knowledge, and capital. If you want to buy a house and you don't have any money, did you spend enough time developing the knowledge so that you can put someone else's capital at a position to work for everybody? Or are you waiting? When you have a project that you're trying to oversee, when you have a project that you're trying to do, who's going to oversee it? Who's going to give the time to overseeing and developing that project? Who's going to develop and hold the subject area expertise, the knowledge, to make sure that the project succeeds? There's a lot that you can do without having money. There's a lot that you can do without having money. I bought multiple houses without $1 out of my pocket. There's only three things that you need. If you don't have the money, give yourself the time. Give your project the time that it deserves. You want someone to invest $40,000 of their money in your project, but you're not investing the few hours it takes to research this or to do that or to study up on this to make sure that you don't lose their money. You only need 3 things. Don't complicate it. If you don't have the money, try to gain the knowledge so that you can team up with the money. And eventually, hopefully become the money to fund other people's projects or fund your own projects. That's where the real big boys do. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go borrow money to do something if you already have the money to do it. On a percentage basis, you might make more borrowing money, but shoot, what's the market saying right now about people being over leveraged? There's a lot of weird paradoxes in business that people don't get sometimes. You know, like your highest returns, you can get higher returns by leveraging your money, but returns are usually directly associated with risk. So in times like this, when it gets a little bit riskier, are the fundamentals of your business in place? You know, that's what it'll come down to. But going back to it, all projects, like I said, only require 3 things: knowledge, time, and capital. Figure out what you got and what you can devote your time to, whether it's the time to oversee and develop the project, the time to gain the subject expertise and the knowledge that's going to be necessary to execute on that project, or the time to even go out and get the funds for the project, or the funds to work so that you can put the funds up for the project. Don't forget that there's 3 things. Just because you don't have one doesn't mean that you can't contribute to others and sell the dream of the last one to someone else. Thank you, y'all. Have a good one. I'm out.